It is currently somewhere close to like 7 in the morning, and I know my voice dropped like an octave since last time I recorded a video, but I just had to get on here and complain a little bit because I've had no one to complain or bitch to this whole entire time. I mean, my voice sounds a lot worse than I actually am, but this is me going on about 2 nights in a row of only 3 hours of sleep. So like last night or the night before last night, I only got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and this night I fell asleep at almost like 1 in the morning. I woke up at 1:45 and I stayed up for like another hour, and then I fell back asleep at like I don't even remember, but then I remember waking up at 3 and I was never able to go back to sleep. So I've just been up this whole time, probably on 6 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. And I've been to like 3 places lately, probably at most. One of them was like this family gathering on Saturday, and then another one was the guitar store on like Monday and then Wednesday. Cause another fucking thing is that I got my I was trying to buy a talk box, right? And I bought it from this little guitar store, and it wasn't working. So I had to go back and hand it to the guy, and I last was in there Wednesday, so I have no idea what's going on, because he said he'd call my dad, but he hasn't called us. So I'm still here without a talk box. 4 days after, he said he'd bring like a guy in. He said he would bring like his friend in the next day and assess the damages, because talkbox wasn't working. And I still have heard nothing back, and I'm right here sick 3 days before I have fucking school. My school starts on Monday, August 11th. So when I was at this family gathering, there was like this lady somehow related to me, probably like my 3rd or 4th cousin or something, I really don't know. And she brought her kids over to my table, because I brought my keyboard and I brought my MacBook, because I had nothing else to do for 3 hours. Keep in mind, I had to drive I didn't drive, but I had to sit in the car for like 2 hours to get there. And then me and my parents only stayed for like 3 hours, and then we drove home. So that whole fucking like 4-hour extravaganza. Anyway, back to that lady that I saw there. She brought her kids over to my little table, because I had this table set up where I had my guitar and like that boombox over there, and the MacBook you see behind this one, and my guitar right there. And then, so I was just minding my own business, and my grandparents were there, and they kept like inviting people to come like talk, or they didn't invite people, they just kind of came over because they saw my grandma sitting there, and she's got her hands in a lot of the family stuff. So, and then I know I shouldn't be telling all these people business, but nobody knows who I am. And nobody's gonna know who the fucker I posted any of this is. Anyway, I'm getting really off track. This lady who came over to my table, one of the many people who came over to my little secluded table where I was just playing my music, was this chick with her 2 kids, and then they're like, I'd say maybe 5, 6 years old, and one of them was fucking coughing, like, dude, actually just like, and like, he was like coughing kind of near at my stuff at the far side of the table, because my stuff was laid all over this like little private table, and he was like coughing all over the fucking place. I wasn't paying attention to him because he wasn't anywhere near me, and I was like, he probably's not gonna get me sick. But that is the only thing I can point to that I could have possibly gotten sick. This little, I shouldn't say this, because I'm related to this kid somehow, but this little punk ass kid came over to my table and fucking made me sick 3 days before, the last 3 days I have of freedom before school starts. Like, gosh, dude, really, can I catch a break? Gosh, dang, dude. Oh my gosh. So now I'm sitting here with, like, because of that little punk ass kid, I'm sitting here with, like, 6 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. And I start school on Monday, and it's now Saturday. So I have to somehow get in routine. And I'm just awake because of my fucking ears being so pressurized and I can't pop them. And my heart beats at like 141 beats per minute when I'm trying to sleep. So laying down and trying to sleep is pointless. Gosh dang, dude. This is pretty bad. But it's not as bad as this one time. I suppose I can recount the tale since I'm here. It was like February. Do people really want to know this about Yakajawoozy? No. Or do I want to pretend like I'm better than talking about this kind of stuff? Because not, like, barely none of my family is going to watch this video. Like, I'm going to be real. Okay. Fine. When I was like, that was this year. It was like February. I got bored and I used a little bit of the shampoo in the shower. You know what I fucking mean. And it got like down the shaft. And I couldn't jake it for like fucking 4 days. And the last day I had like a really bad stomach ache because I had guzzled down too much water because I like to be hydrated. And it gave me a really bad stomach ache and it just felt like I had to go to the bathroom like the whole day. It's just horrible. It's like a really awful experience. Oh my gosh. I've never wanted to blow my fucking head off more than then. But thankfully, I'm still here. Because I got through it. And my shaft is all healed up. Anyway. Yeah. Hopefully I get some sleep. Oh my goodness. Gosh, dude. Oh my, by the way, my new album dropped today, The Uprising. It's pretty sick. I think it's my second favorite of the stuff I've made. Because you guys can see now that I have the thing open. You guys can see that I whenever I make an album, I put it on a CD. So like right here, Edge of Existence, obviously, and I've made a little back cover too. Gem of the Sacred Stone. I didn't make a back cover for that quite yet. And then second one to Gem of the Sacred Stone. Valiant Terrain. I didn't make like an inside cover or anything to it yet. Just look at that. I drew that. Wow. Sound Sign the Sense. Box of Sounds. And then this one. This one does have a back cover, but it's accurate. It's inaccurate because I canceled some of the songs on here. Like it's one of them. I don't have A Liver with No Soul. Innocence Has Been Breached on this. Big Dog World Saga is still there. I should have named one of my songs that. But yeah, there's Pulse and Grime Like a Madman, and Give Me a Murlot and a Laser Rifle. That's two different songs on that. Whatever. You can see the side panel of that one right there, and that, but it's not as like good quality. Fuck, my throat is so dry. Oh my gosh. This is not how I normally sound. Okay, it's like. This is not how I normally sound. It's like usually so many more octaves up. I sound like a narrator. Big John, Big Bad John. Oh my gosh, I can almost hit it. That's how deep my voice is. This is me after puberty. Post-puberty, Yakajawoozy here. Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna stop talking. Just bullshitting. I'm just bullshitting. Big Bad John. Oh gosh. Okay. Then tell us today. Let's give also, since I'm here, let's give like a little review of this magnificent device. This is a Sonic Cake Pocket Master recommended to me by Magic Balls, aka Wallace, aka Wilbert. I'm gonna call you fucking out. I don't care. Yeah, look at this thing is amazing. You could customize your own presets. Not sponsored, obviously, because I'm a fucking nobody. But it's a really great tool. Amino is a great app. Amino is a great app. Can you see me in the reflection of this Mac? No, you can't. Oh, you. Face reveal at 10 subscribers. Excuse me. Oh my goodness gracious. Hopefully I sleep tonight, or sometime during the day. Gosh dang. I gotta do my guitar practice. I do like it's kind of me for the future. I do like what's it called? I do triplets at 131 beats per minute in Aeolian, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, and then Mixolydian. But I do it in an out of order. So I do Aeolian, Mixolydian, Ionian, Phrygian, then Dorian. Because hardest for me is Aeolian and I'd say probably Ionian are the two hardest. The most common ones. But I could do it kind of well. One of these days I'm going to turn on the thing and perform me like practicing, I guess. Gosh. Yeah, that's about all, I guess. I can cut the footage now. Grape apple juice. Grade apple Hebrews.